Hi, so it is Sunday. This is the last day we're going to be in Philly. So our train time is at about 4 o'clock, 4:10. So we're probably going to head over to the train station before then, obviously, so that we won't miss our train. Up until then, we're going to just like maybe go to brunch, grab some coffee, something like that, and kind of see what else is going on. And then I have just finished packing. I've been doing a little bit of work on my computer, that sort of stuff in the morning. I went downstairs to grab some coffee and basically grab coffee. I got some coffee and then I also added some espresso in it, so it's quite nice. And then, just been packing. Packing is done, so it is all set to go. We did request late checkout, so we were able to get a half an hour extra. So generous. So we have to check out by 12:30. So I don't know. I did ask if they'll hold our suitcases, which they said they would, so that's perfect, actually. That's kind of all I really needed for the late checkout, but we'll see. So everything is packed and ready to go, except for I have to pack my shoes. So I packed some old shoes because we were going to go strawberry picking and it was supposed to be like semi-rainy, so I didn't want to pack my new white shoes, so I have to put those into my suitcase, but that's about it. But yeah, I'll take you along with me whenever we get up to anything interesting. I don't know, maybe we'll do a little bit of sightseeing. I feel like my friend hasn't done much sightseeing in Philly. We tried to go to Liberty Bell yesterday, but the line was super long and there's no shade in the queue area, so I don't know. I don't think today is going to be any better to find any shade, and like the line is going to be significantly longer. I forgot that like typically probably a lot of people get Juneteenth off, but my company doesn't give us off Juneteenth, so I think this is like kind of a long weekend for a lot of people. My parents really talked about it yesterday on the phone, so I've kind of forgot about that being a holiday. Today is Father's Day, so I don't know. We did not make brunch reservations, but I kind of feel like Father's Day isn't the brunch sort of holiday, I guess. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling too much. Talk to you soon. So as I mentioned, I have the 3 donuts left. They still smell pretty good, so I'll do a little bit of a test to see if they're dry and stale. And I don't know. I think the guava one is calling my name. I'm done with my makeup. I'm using my phone, so I don't know where to look. I think it's over there. But here is the donut. So this is the pastelita from Federal Donuts. It is guava cheese. So when I bought it, I thought that was like actual cheese on the top, but it was guava cheese. And it also has glaze, and that's the bottom, and it will be delicious. This one is slightly sweet, slightly tangy, and a little bit sour, but then also pretty sweet in the back with that white glaze. Done packing. Terrible packing job, but I am only needing to drag it a couple of blocks to the train station, a couple of blocks from the train station. So this is it. My friend and I are going to go to a coffee shop, grab a pastry and some coffee so we can both do a little bit of work at the hotel before we check out. Here is the seasonal drink, which is the orange creamsicle latte. I got it with oat milk. They also had almond milk and regular whole milk, I'm guessing. Probably skim too, I don't know. And then also this mushroom sesame pastry. This is a Danish and it looks great. Other people did buy it when we were in the store, so that is probably saying something, I guess. My friend also got the elotes black bean toast. So I'm going to give it a go. Also my nose. The mask wore it off my makeup, so I'm gonna have to fix it, but oh, this is really good. So the orange syrup I think is homemade in the store along with the vanilla syrup, so it's like not too sweet, if that makes sense. And then in terms of the coffee, you can still definitely taste the coffee flavor, and the oat milk is a little bit nutty, like as oat milk tends to be, but it's a really subtle flavor in here. So I would totally recommend trying this out. Okay, so I'm gonna bite in kind of an awkward place also. I'm a big fan. I'm gonna try to bite in that part of it rather than the side, because otherwise it won't have the flavor in. So let me give it a go. Okay, so this is a very savory flavor. It's kind of got that the mushroom like savoriness, like what is that, umami? And then sesame seed is kind of subtle in there, but you can definitely taste the flavor. The pastry itself is somewhat denser than I would expect it to be for like a puff pastry, but it's pretty good. And then the cheese is super creamy. I don't know if you can see it in there. I can't tell what kind of cheese it is. Probably a little bit more like a soft cheese. It's not a brie, but it kind of tastes maybe not like a goat either. I don't know. I'm not a cheese connoisseur. I do try tasting cheeses, but soft cheeses are not my go-to just because like lactose sensitivity. But I am very much loving this breakfast. Okay, so as an update, the mushroom is really good. So it's like one of those meaty ones that's like really savory flavored. And there's also some green onion in here as well. I don't know if you can see it. So that was a really nice bite I just had. And then if I would have eaten the corner here, I would have been able to tell you a little bit more about the sesame flavor. But this is a really complex pastry and I'm actually loving it. So this was a really great find. It's kind of right by Rittenhouse Square if you're ever in the area. It's really close to our hotel. It was about a 2-minute walk, but one thing to keep in mind, we've been answering people's directional questions. I don't know why people must be desperate if they're asking other tourists for directions, but because of all the stone buildings, it seems like the signal is bouncing around. So whenever I use my Google Maps, I've noticed that the little dot kind of runs around and it's like very hard to use. So we ended up going the wrong way, so don't do that. Just lose like directional cues. So we should have gone towards Rittenhouse Square, which is where I knew it was going to be, but then for some reason I trusted the GPS and it took us towards Love Park, which was very much the opposite way. Anyway, I'm gonna finish doing this. I'm gonna do a little bit of work here. I have some emails I need to attend to, and then also need to schedule a couple of things, but very boring life, adult life here. The sun is so nice. Tattooed mom.
You want me to do this for the video?
Barbecue tots, vegan Philly cheesesteak.
It's your birthday, I should give you first choice.
This is a lot. But it says he has a nut. Squirrel with nut.
Squirrel with nut, it does say that, you're right.
This place is too fancy. But also, look at the power box.
The power box? Ooh.
According to all the tour groups we walked past, this is the oldest diamond district in the United States. So it finally happened. I got sick, I guess, on probably my birthday because one of my friends and I both started showing symptoms last night, but I had thought it was allergies because when I took my allergy medicine, it went away. The vents were very dirty in the hotel room, so I had assumed it was allergies. So I guess this is a super fun end of this trip. I mean, it was a good trip overall, except for that I got COVID probably on my birthday. My friend and I are pretty sure we both got it on my birthday because the third friend didn't have symptoms yet, so. Okay, so I'm trying to like spice out my COVID. It just sounded good, was having some spicy carbonara fire noodles, so I did not drain it appropriately apparently, but it will be fine. I'm gonna try to sweat it out. Okay, so y'all know, tested positive today. I haven't been coughing actually, which is good, I think. So I haven't really been spreading it as much as like I would be if I were like coughing. The other thing is I kept my mask on pretty much the entire time I was out, which is why it's very upsetting that I did test positive. So my friend and I both, she has more symptoms than I have, and I for sure tested positive, and my friend has not yet tested positive, but since she's exhibiting symptoms like a dry cough and coughing in general, she's pretty sure she's going to test positive as well. So I mean, it's only a matter of time. So I mean, it happened. I'm trying to think of the bright side, which is I'm going on that cruise with my parents to Alaska in a couple of months, so now at least I will have already had it recently, so I should hopefully not be getting it again while on the cruise, one would hope. I don't know how nasally or how congested I sound. I don't feel that congested actually, but I do feel like I sound slightly nasally, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's very early. I think it's around 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed, hopefully just sleep it off. I do sound like I'm a little bit raspy, so I'll try to share with you my journey, I guess. Hopefully it's gonna be pretty quick. So a couple of my friends have also tested positive pretty recently. Not like I have seen them, they're like completely different parts of the country. And they said they got over it probably in less than a week. So hopefully that'll the same for me, because we all are boosted and everything like that. And I think I'm the only one who actually had Moderna, which I think I've been reading in the articles. It says that the Moderna one is actually slightly stronger against Omicron. So I'm hoping that that'll help me out a little bit. Just because everybody else that I know has gotten Pfizer. I actually don't know anyone who got J&J. I don't know why that is, but I haven't. In my life, I don't know anyone who has gotten J&J. But anyway, I'll just be sharing this with you. My current company does give COVID sick leave, which is like really interesting because we don't actually get sick leave for anything else. I was just chatting with one of my other friends about this. So we get like more than I guess average, because I guess average is 2 weeks. It's like 10 days of paid time off, and I think we get slightly more than that. So she assumes that we just like get it rolled up as paid time off with the sick days included, so we don't have to use it necessarily just to be sick. But just kind of as like a mind thing, because I've never been at a company that had like a strict amount of paid time off for sick leave. I've always had like unlimited paid time off. I guess Korea probably had some sort of limit. I just like never used it because it wasn't really in the culture in Korea to take any time off if you're sick, because I definitely want to work with norovirus, and story for another time, but you know what norovirus is, and it's also like I had to commute like 3 hours each way. It was not a fun time. Would not recommend. If you have norovirus, just stay home no matter what. Risk getting fired. It's not worth trying to make it 3. Oh, okay. The way I'm phrasing this, it makes like sound like I didn't make it, but I made it, but I was just very miserable at the office. I didn't have any issues while on the bus, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to sign off now. I've already emailed my company and my boss and said, hey, I tested positive. I'm feeling okay, but I'm a little bit feeling crummy, and we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I might need to take COVID time off. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be it for this weekend in my life and my whole entire birthday travels that got me COVID. So the sucky thing is I definitely got COVID on my birthday. We're pretty sure that we know where we got it, and it was probably the restaurant. Just because we were masked the entire time we were in Lancaster, and we were like kind of the only people in most of the places, so it's like very unlikely that we got it there. Yeah, so we're pretty sure we got it at the hot pot restaurant, but who knows at this point. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow maybe, hopefully, and I will let you know my symptoms day by day, so I'll tell you then. Bye.